Welcome back. This is video number 5. Maybe it'll be the last one, maybe not. Okay, so we're challenging ourselves here with this problem, which is awesome. And we're adding 3/4 plus 3/4. And I was saying that if you've been baking during the quarantine and maybe you had to double a recipe, then you would know that 3/4 plus 3/4 is 1.5. So 1.5. I don't know why I'm writing it backwards, but there you go. So we're going to add 1.5 to our known length of 10. So what's 10? 1.5 plus 10. 1.5 plus 10 equals 11.5. So we now know that the length is going to be 11.5. And what are those units again? Inches. So 11.5 inches is our length. Now we're going to do the same thing with our width. The known width is 8 inches, right? So we know that from here to here, it's going to be 8. And we know that these little parts on the end are 3/4 of an inch. And so we already know that 3/4 plus 3/4 equals 1.5. So for our width, we're going to have 8 plus 1.5, which equals 9.5. So 8.5 and 9.5 are our final measurements. Okay, so if we're finding the area, then we're going to be multiplying 11.5 times 9.5. Okay, so if you want, you can go ahead and do an area model. See, I'm gonna, what was I gonna do? Insert a page after. Okay, so we can do an area model for this problem. You make your rectangle. And we split up. It doesn't matter because of the commutative property. It does not matter which number goes on the top and which number goes up and down. So we've got 9.5. And we've got 11.5. Okay, we make our boxes. Okay. And I'm going to go ahead and let you figure that out. Okay, so you're multiplying. What's 11 times 9? I'll just do the first one. It's 99. 99 what? 99 inches cubed because we're finding the area. I'll let you fill the rest of this out, but let's look back at what else we need to figure out. Once we figure all of this out, we're going to have the total area of this entire thing, right? So we want to know the area of the mat covered by the picture. Okay, so we're going to subtract, when we get our total here, we're going to subtract the area of the picture from the total, and that should give you the answer. So when we Zoom later today, I'm going to ask you what you got, and we'll talk about it there. And so the part in your packet that you have is the problem set. So we're going to go there. Here it is. The problem set says find the area of the following rectangles. Draw an area model if it helps you. So you can just go ahead and do that in your packet. And this is what I'd like you to get as far as you can in your packet, just like we do in class. And you can follow the guidelines in your packet for the amount of time you're supposed to be spending on math. And then when we Zoom in the afternoon, we will go over the answers together. Sound good? All right. So for the problem set, we're going to break this up. 5/4 times 12/5. There's 2 ways you could do it, right? Area model, if it helps you. You don't have to. If you want to, you could just do the standard algorithm, which would look like 5/4